Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Please say yes. 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 Alright, yes. Alright. 1 second. I'm gonna try something. Alright, okay. Alright. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna add you in a second. Alright, guys, so I'm glad we got this live working, but I wanted to bring someone on, that shows, how you can also kill it in a selling game too. Because a lot of people, they give up on their dreams, they don't take action, they are indecisive, and they let doubt stop them from a lot of things, even when they are selling candy, because I experienced this as well. I don't think anyone is free from this. So I'm going to be bringing on someone who's going to show you how you can increase your sales selling candy, how you can do a whole lot of stuff, all right? And when I say stuff, I'm talking about increase that mentality as also. I came across this guy's page and I was like, dude, this guy's really got what it takes. So let me go ahead and introduce him. Come on, bring him. All right. It says we're waiting for him to join. All right, are you in this?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
How's it going?
Chilling, bro. How you been?
Doing well. All right. So first off, I just wanted to, can you introduce yourself, like your name?
Yeah, my name is Snyder Pierre.
All right. And what are you, how much are you doing a week or, doing a day?
A day on average, I'm doing about 86. And that's just and the only reason I'm doing the 86 is because I can't fit as much as I want into my bag, meaning I sell out completely by the end of the day, everything that I put in my bag.
So it's hard to meet that demand.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel when I was selling out of a lunchbox.
Yeah.
So I got a few questions I've outlined on here. What made you start selling candy?
Well,
get into it.
I was just in my room, and I was thinking, how can I make money online? I'm not online. I mean, at school. And I was just searching up videos, and I came across Poppy Chulo's TV. Somehow it seemed like every single candy seller gets inspired by this person. But I was just searching it up on YouTube. And he came across it, and I saw how he was making it happen. He inspired me so bad that literally the next day or 2 days after, I told my mom about it, and she invested into the business immediately.
Nice.
And that's just how I went from it. I'm easily inspired. That's what it is.
Yeah, same with me. I didn't come across no YouTube video. I was just in the aisles. I was like, hold up. I was at Costco. I was like, I think I can sell that. My mom was like, all right, let's see what happens.
Right.
All right, so the next question I got for you is what are some challenges, the obstacles, or things you have to overcome when you first started selling? Because I know every new seller has stuff they have to go through. It's just not easy right off the bat.
Right. For me, what it was is just approaching people. If you're not approaching people, you're not making sales. So for me, there's so much people, and I'm new to the school, and it's just it was scary for me. I was second guessing, should I approach them? What would they say? That's the only problem for me. It was just to approach. But me, I'm a comfortable person. I'm not shy. So I was like, hold up, I'm me. I can do this. I can approach. So once I overcame that, there was no problems for me when it comes to selling. I'd say the biggest problem that most people will have is approaching. People will come to you and you will get some money, but if you're not actually going out and approaching people, you won't maximize the amount of sales that you can actually make.
All right, nice. You're exactly right.
Right.
When I first started, I wasn't approaching people, but after I started approaching people, I started seeing sales go up $20 to $30 a day.
Right.
So, when do you approach people? Is it in the morning, afternoon? When do you approach people?
For me, during breakfast, I don't really approach because so the way my school works, you can't go to class until it's a certain time. So it's I get to the cafeteria around 8:05, and you get to leave the cafeteria at 8:10, and you have 10 full minutes to get to class. But for me, for breakfast, I don't really go around just walking telling people because it's a lot of administrators. But if anybody does approach me because they know that I'm selling snacks, then okay, I'll sell it to them. But as far as breakfast goes, I don't sell during breakfast. But when I go to class, every single class that I go to, that's where most of my sales happens. It happens even more than it does in the cafeteria. So there are a lot of hungry students in my classes. So I by the time I even get to the cafeteria, which is my third period, I'm damn near sold out. I don't have much. So most of my sales are just done in the classes.
Yeah, so you're approaching people like during class, letting them know that you sell.
Everybody already knows. It only took one day, but for only approach during cafeteria, like lunchtime. But everybody already knows in my class that I sell, and the teachers are cool with it. Like
Yeah,
one teacher,
you got to get the teachers on your side.
right?
If they're
One
not on
teacher,
your
yes.
side, yeah.
One
All
teacher
right.
yesterday, she was telling me, "I'm not gonna tell on you about you selling your snacks. Just be careful." Like,
Yeah. Yeah, just make sure you don't get because I know when you start selling, you start feeling yourself, and that ego go up a little bit. That's what happened.
right,
But yeah, just don't get caught. That's the biggest thing.
right, and
So like, what did you do to start selling in class? Because I know some people, like when I first started, I just like sat there. You don't really do anything. You expect people to come up to you. So what did you do when you first started selling in class to get those initial sales?
all right. When I first started, this school I'm at is a new school. So like last year is when I first started, sophomore year. I'm a junior now in a different school. But
Yeah.
for me, off the bat, I just started approaching. Like I said, I was scared to approach, but I was approaching, just not as much. So like for me,
So
I
you
just
were
started
approaching people in class.
in class. Yeah, I was letting know I got the snacks, and for me, it's not like they're asking what you got. I took the picture of every item individually, and I put the prices on them. So everybody just swiping to the gallery, and it's just making everything so much swifter and faster and easier. And the fact that they see the variety of snacks that I have, they just started buying.
All right, so you got it like on your phone and you're showing people what you
Right.
got. All right. And what do you say? Like, are you in middle school or high school?
I'm in high school.
All right. And what would you say? Like, maybe like what percentage of people buy? If you can get like a rough estimate of like if you approach like 10 people, what percent of those people will buy?
In the school I'm in right now, I'd say around 70 to 75% will buy from you. Some of them they don't buy simply because they don't have money. That's really the only reason why people don't buy. Either because it's really just because they don't have money. That's it. But I'd say 75% when I approach say yes.
All right. All right. Yeah, and I think that's like it's different for everybody, but that's really high. Like that's super.
Right. Yeah.
It gets easier too because social proof. Once everybody sees you're selling it, like people who didn't have money now, all of a sudden they got money now.
Right. Right.
All right, so like the next question I got from you is what's some like tips you got for new sellers? If like some general tips, like if there was a kid who just started selling and he didn't even know where to start, what would be some tips you would give to him?
Organization is definitely key. Like I'm gonna show you a binder that I have. Is a zipper binder. I'm gonna switch the camera.
All
This
right.
binder that I have right here. Let me see. I'm gonna put the camera down so I can zip it open for you. This binder right here, I put gushers, fruit roll-ups, fruit by the foots, chocolate bars, airheads, all up in here. So I probably have around $20 to $30 worth of product just in this binder. And since I have like this clear book bag policy, they don't even think that I would have anything in here. It's just a binder.
Yeah.
But I put like no, not yet. I put $20. I put $20 to $30 worth of product up in here, and I have a lunch bag.
Yeah.
This lunch bag right here, I put chocolates and Rice Krispies up here. It can fit a whole bunch, as little as it looks like. And there's also a side pouch right here.
Oh snap!
Right. I put like Skittles, Starburst, all up in here. And for the chips, let's see. Did I bring that bag? Where's the bag? And I just had, like those. Hold on, let me switch the camera. You know those bags that are like that string bags that you put on your back.
Yeah,
I have that. I put all my chips in there, and I always sell out of chips every single day. But those three things that I bring with me, I keep it organized. One, it makes sure that I'm not actually shuffling through everything. I don't know where everything is at. And two, it makes the audience they get that wow effect. They're like, yes. Wow, everything's so organized, so perfect, and they just makes everything happy and everything easier, just more swift. Yeah. So that's one tip I have, to be organized. And second tip is if you're trying to make a sale and you see there's an administrator there, do not risk it. Don't even bother to take a chance. It's okay to lose that $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 that you might just make off that sale, or at least try to go somewhere else where that administrator is, because that right there, that little $1, $2, $3 sale that you make right there could just ruin your whole entire operation.
Yeah, most definitely. It could ruin everything.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So next going on is, what would you say would be some good tips to like increase your sales? So let's say candy sellers is maxing out at $50 a day. What could they do to get that extra $10 or $20?
What I would say to increase sales. Increase sales. Well, I feel like it would just have to do with you just approaching even more, like as far as snack or just asking like what just like asking what is it that I'm selling that you want that I don't have, like do some surveys and find out everything that you have. Are they still wanting more? Like, because I started off selling snacks and people are asking me for drinks, so now I bought Capri Suns and Kool-Aid jammers. So I'm about to test that out and see how it goes. But I know it's probably going to do really good. That's going to max my thing up. And you just have to be open to listening to feedback of what your customers are telling you, you know.
So feedback is important because the
Right.
customers, they're going to tell you what they want, right?
Right.
Tell you every day, bro, you should get this, bro, you should get that.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time, and I keep like a little list. So like every time someone recommends something to me, I go in my notes and type it up because
Right.
if you don't start showing it, somebody else will. And
Exactly.
have you encountered competition yet?
Oh yeah, I have a competitor that's in my. Okay, so this is how my class works. I have this day for 5 classes, and the next day is a whole different 5 classes. I have him in one class for my A day and the second class for my B day. So for my third period is a sports marketing class. He's a competitor there, but it's like I make my fair amount, he makes his fair amount, and I have him in a weight training class. So it's like a whole bunch of kids in there hungry.
Guys, are you guys in the locker room?
Nah, no locker room. And so like I have some things that he doesn't. He has some things that I do. So it's like I still get my fair amount of sales. He gets his fair amount of sales. So it's like it's not more so a competition. It's like it's fair, really.
Yeah, and you choose your pick.
Right. And there's also other people that do other types of sales in the school. Like they make their homemade brownies and homemade cookies, and not homemade cookies, homemade cakes and things like that. So that's like a little hustle that most people do in the school. So everybody at my school has their own little hustle, but it doesn't more so interfere with what we have. Like my first period, also I have the person that sells the homemade brownies and homemade cakes and things like that. She makes her sales, I make my sales. I say I make more than she does because I have a variety, but it's never really a competition. It's all equal for us.
Yeah, it's all one for everybody.
Right.
I understand. There's this girl who sells brownies at my school too. I'm glad that people are taking that route because it's like when I do see like competition, it's not some more a competition. It's just like there's another person out there trying to make it as well.
Right.
And it's like I'm glad they took that step because most people won't. Because anyone can sell candy, but why?
Right.
The next one I got is, what's the best candy that you found sells the best? Like absolute fire.
Gushers, for a fact, sell the best. I have to restock on those, like get like 5 to 6 boxes, because within the 3 days, my gushers are the ones that have sold out completely. Like I have a partner that I'm selling, she's selling with me, and my portion of the gushers sold out, her portion of the gushers sold out for both of us. Those are the first things to sell out. So I'd say gushers sell the most out of every single snack that I have.
All right. So you got like a little team member working with you?
Right. And she's like a business partner. So like we're working together to invest into the clothing brand Elevation. So it's not like I'm basically like cutting her a piece of the sales. We're all bringing in this money. I'm not touching any money. She's not touching any money, and it's going towards all one cause. So that's making sure that we're maximizing the amount of money. No money's being spent elsewhere.
All right, that's really awesome that you found someone with that same mindset and that can buy into your vision. Impacting more people's lives and everything. So, what would you say? What would be a good tip to not because when it comes to not, I understand she's not an employee, she's a business partner, but how would you screen for that to know if they're the right partner for you?
Well, it really comes down to you knowing how to read people and understand people. Like if you just can have a conversation with people, you can honestly tell their intentions, just look at them and talk to them, and the way they talk, if their wavelength is on the same of yours, and they seem like they're a trustworthy person, and you see them in action, how they move smart, they make right decisions, and they're just it's just for you to tell, you just have to be able to read the person in front of you. and like their face and how they move, how they act, those signs would let you know whether or not. So once you like notice something is bad, something is off, you should be able to say, okay, that person's not for me. Like, so the girl that I talked to, she's like really savvy, like she's really smart, and she's really all about her hustle. She's trustworthy. She lives in my neighborhood. She rides my bus, so that's an advantage of as of someone that I don't even know, that I can't see. Like, I bring my snacks, my half of the snacks that I buy to her. So it's like I know where she lives, all of that. So I would say, to get the person that you trust, like try somebody that you can get, that you can go to their house or something like that. Someone that's close to you.
Yeah. You don't want somebody running off with the product.
Right. And I have like a girl, and I only say that boys are least trustworthy than girls. I'm just saying I feel like it's an advantage to me that she's a girl. Like, I feel like I can trust her even more than that.
I will. I mean, it just depends on the person, because like
it does.
Yeah, everyone's different, you know. And I just say, like, in my past, I've like had some bad experiences. It's just anytime I didn't listen to that first red flag, like you said,
right?
You know, then it went on. Like, you just gotta listen to yourself. You know, sometimes you'll be like, "Was that right?" Or "I don't know about that." Just listen to that first red flag. Mm-hmm. Your intuition knows best. I feel like women have better intuition because they listen. Men were like, nah. So that's really the thing. All right, so now I want to get to where I've really been waiting for, is the brand, right? Because I know I've been watching, like, I was watching some of your YouTube, not YouTube, Instagram videos. Yeah. And I was like, dang, this man is really out here trying to motivate people and make a change. I was like, that's awesome, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that. What are you currently working on? Tell me a little bit about that.
So right now, I'm just like the business partner that I'm with. She's an artist, you know. That's how she got to be my business partner, because I told her about a design, and she just drew it up, and she drew it up so perfectly and exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah.
And so right now, she's just coming up with designs. You know, as of the money, as far as money goes, we don't have that yet. So really, I'm just looking for wholesalers that can provide me with the items that I need. She's drawing up some items, and I'm selling these snacks to build up reputation. So that's really all that we have going on. We're drawing up, doing research, trying to get everything in place, and just building rep until we can have the money to actually put forward towards the clothing brand.
Yeah, most definitely. So you're keeping that money in the business, which most people don't do. Like, I don't understand that also. Like, some people, when they start selling snacks, they quit after a week because they like, I thought I was going to be able to buy the new iPhone 11. And like, nah, it's not happening.
Mm-hmm. And since it's more than a clothing brand, it's actually a whole brand that has to do with motivating people, about elevating, leveling up. I do these videos. You know, I'm actually trying to think of what else I can do to be more creative, but I also work on the video portion of the part. So it's like building brand